Morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Yes, it is on. Welcome to this. Oh, and here he is, right, Johnny, on the spot. Our public has arrived. Welcome to this Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025 meeting of the Lewis and Clark Board of County Commissioners. I am Candace Payne, and let's see, we always start this off with Pledge of Allegiance. Let's do it.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, here we are once again, doing the business of Lewis and Clark County. I am Candace Payne, as I mentioned earlier. To my left is Commissioner Thomas Rawle. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning.
And to his left is our recording secretary, Brandy. And to her left is Jenny Chambers, the queen of public works, planning, what else? That's it. And the second floor. Is that where your office is now? Okay. To my right is Commissioner Andy Kunthausen. To his right is Nico Hatch from the County Attorney's Office, and TJ Murphy, also from the County Attorney's Office, and then the world famous Roger Baltz, our CA. Oh, good morning, all. We did pledge allegiance, there's no proclamations, there's no consent action items. We have an action item, which is county construction and maintenance agreement between Lewis and Clark County and the Montana Department of Transportation, presented to us by Dan Karlin.
Good morning, Chair Payne, Commissioners. For the record, I'm Dan Karlin, County Engineer. Montana Department of Transportation, or MDT, began designing improvements to the Lincoln Road, Applegate Road intersection in 2019 as part of the Highway Safety Improvement Program, or HSIP. The selected alternative is a roundabout, which is scheduled for MDT letting in February of 2026. Because the project intersects local jurisdiction roadways, MDT typically establishes construction and maintenance agreements with all affected jurisdictions. The roundabout will extend north and south along Applegate Drive and will include additional infrastructure such as curb and gutter, crosswalks, striping, sidewalks, ADA compliant ramp sets, American Disabilities Act, and culverts. Each of these elements requires long-term maintenance planning. To ensure proper upkeep, MDT and the county have drafted a construction and maintenance agreement that clearly defines the responsibilities of both parties. For you today is a county construction and maintenance agreement. If executed, this document obligates the county to Articles 2.1 through 2.10 and Articles 4.12. Staff recommends approving the construction and maintenance agreement, authorizing the chair to sign. And I will mention that this is a DocuSign agreement, so that will follow if approved later today.
I just have one comment. I looked at this document, and on page 7 of 7, there is a signature page for me, but it also has lines for the other two commissioners. So they also do a DocuSign, and everybody knows how to do that.
Chair and commissioners, yes, this is typical of MDT. They very much like to have the same template for every entity they work with, and they want every commissioner to sign. A battle we fought a couple times. And
if it makes them happy, they are MDT. Is there any comments from the commission? Any questions?
Chair Payne.
Andy?
Mr. Karlin, just so folks know, this is something that we've done before. Montana Avenue, Drive, Sanctuary, for example. Got agreements like this with MDT and other projects as well. So nothing out of the ordinary. We've also all three done the DocuSign before. It was a little bit cumbersome, but we did it.
and Commissioner Hunthausen, yes, you are correct. Every project is just a little bit different. So each one of these spells out some specific responsibilities. For instance, on this one, MDT is obligated to maintain all of the curb and gutter, all the sidewalk, all the ADA improvements. Whereas the county is obligated to maintain the trail connections. As you know, there's trail along this corridor. We're obligated to maintain where those were adjusted to tie into this improvement. This one also further specifies that the county is allowed, if they are in the area, to keep their plow down as they go through the roundabout, as opposed to lifting it as they approach the MDT infrastructure. So that was an interesting element that we wanted to make sure was in there.
Thank you.
So what you're saying is, for this particular one, they can put the plow blade down on the ground and actually plow snow off of the roundabout because of this magnanimous agreement with FDT.
Chair and Commissioners, yes, that's actually surprisingly, because it's MDT infrastructure, we're not supposed to be doing work within their right of way. However, when we're on our way to Marysville or any of our other outlying areas, if we see snow in this roundabout, we are able to maintain our plow on the ground and move the snow out of it. Sometimes MDT isn't there before we are, and vice versa. So we'll make sure we're allowed to help them out if we have the opportunity.
That's fabulous. Do you have any questions, Sean?
No.
Okay, is there any public comment? Seeing no public comment, I would entertain a motion.
Chair Payne, I would move to approve the county construction and maintenance agreement between Lewis and Clark County and the Montana Department of Transportation, as explained by Dan Carl.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we approve the agreement as described by Mr. Dan Karlin, engineer. Is there any further comment from the commission?
I might,
Tom?
Chair Payne,
Yes.
this has been this intersection has been assigned to several serious accidents on fatal. There's a lot of talk about doing something about this intersection for some time. And the fact that the roundabout slows the traffic down really is important. I think it's a good solution. Come up with. Slow the traffic around.
I live out, in this area, and when they said they were gonna put a roundabout corner of, Montana and Lincoln Road, I just, that's the stupidest idea I ever heard. Well, I'll tell you, that roundabout has been in place now for several years, and it works like a charm, and they got the control, the traffic coming off of the interstate onto Lincoln Road. There were, in years past, there were cars stacked up on the interstate 10 deep at like 5 o'clock at night when everybody was getting on. And now it doesn't happen. And I'm really impressed. Those roundabouts, they do what they're designed to do. So, and yes, that one year there were 5 people killed on the highway between the Lincoln turnoff or the interstate turnoff and Green Meadow Drive. So it's a big deal. All right. For comment, it's been moved and seconded, and we talked all about this thing. We can now ask for a vote. All those in favor of approving the Lincoln Road Applegate Drive roundabout as described by Dan Karlin, indicate by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you, Dan. Okay, the next item on our agenda is the board appointment to the Lewis and Clark County DUI Task Force, and this will be presented to us by Mr. Roger Baltz. Roger.
Thank you, Chair Payne and Commissioners. This is item 4B on your agenda today. Board appointment, Lewis and Clark County DUI Task Force, as you just said, Commissioner Payne. That acronym is driving under the influence. You have the backup memo as our usual process, Commissioners. I'll read it into the record. This candidate meets the qualification for consideration to this task force. It is the Lewis and Clark County DUI Task Force. This is a 13-member board with 5 citizen seats. Kelly McBride has been serving on the board as county commission representative since October of 2022. Bob Busey has volunteered to take over her seat on the board. Staff recommends that the commissioners consider the applicant as the county commission representative to a term that does not expire. Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Are there any comments from the commission? Seeing no comments, is there any public comment? Seeing no public comment, I would entertain a motion.
Chair Payne, I move we approve the appointment to the DUI task force of Bob Bussey, I think it's Bob Bussey. Okay. Bob Bussey, as presented by Mr. Baltz.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the appointment of Bob Bussey to the Lewis and Clark County DUI Task Force as the county commission representative. Is there any further comment from the commission? No. Okay, then in that case, all in favor of approving this appointment indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you. And now we've come to the part of our agenda. Allowing for public comment on any public matter within the jurisdiction of the commission that is not on the agenda above. Okay. You snooze, you lose. This is the end of your opportunity for that. And with that, I will adjourn the meeting.